What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JBsports back again with another one. The WBC lightweight champion, Devin, the Dream, Haney, takes on top 5 lightweight, Jorge Linares, a veteran of the sport, a guy that's been in there with the who's who of boxing. Vasily Lomachenko, aka the Matrix. He took on rugged Antonio DeMarco. He also took on another perennial top 5 lightweight in Luke Chicken Soup Campbell. He took on him. So he's been in there with a lot of top names, and it's a good fight for Devin the Dream Haney at this point of his career. Now, Haney's been a guy that's been looking for the big fight. He tried to get a fight with Vasily Lomachenko. He got himself in position for the mandatory, fought and won the mandatory. But then when that happened, Vasily Lomachenko's promoter, I don't think it was Lomachenko, I think it was his promoter, Bob Arum, aka the Bob Father, petitioned the WBC to make Lomachenko franchise champion, where he can make moves and don't have to be handcuffed by mandatories, and he was able to maneuver around a fight with Devin the Dream Haney. Now Haney's in a position where he's got to perform, because he's a guy that's got a real good style. As far as if you like the sweet science of boxing, Devin the Dream Haney is your man. If you want to see some action, you want to see some blood, sweat, and tears, you want to see some rock'em sock'em robot type of boxing, but Devin the Dream Haney ain't who you want to be watching. And that's the problem, man. You got a lot of people that watch this sport that really don't know the sport. That's the problem. They watch the sport, but they really don't know the sport. They want to see somebody get knocked out. They want to see blood. If they don't see that, they want to see somebody get put to sleep without the NyQuil, basically. And they don't want to really watch the sport for the sweet sciences that it is, as far as setting somebody up, setting traps. All right, I'm going to throw this jab. You're going to react off this jab. When you react off this jab, I'm going to throw this right hand. I'm going to go to the body so I get you to bring your guard down. And when you bring your guard down, then I'm going to come up top with a hard shot up top. You know what I'm saying? These are scientific type of fights. These are games. This is a game within the game. You know what I'm saying? This is what Floyd Mayweather Jr., buttered his bread with, basically. This is what Muhammad Ali buttered his bread with. You got guys that knew the game, was guys with a high boxing IQ. They knew how to set their opponent up. They was reading their opponent, the moves they made. Okay, I'm going to try this. I'm going to see how your reaction is. Okay, you're going to react that way? Okay, next round, I'm going to counteract the reaction that you came in the previous round. That's what you call a guy with a high boxing IQ. And that's what Devin the Dream Haney is, man. He is Floyd Mayweather Jr. personified. He is what you call a Floyd Mayweather Jr. protege. And he fights this classic Floyd Mayweather Jr. style. But the thing about this fight tonight is he's got to put on a dominant performance. He's got to put on a performance that's going to raise eyebrows. That's going to make him become a ticket seller. He's got to put on a vicious performance. He's in the same boat Floyd Mayweather was in when he fought Angel Manfredi. You remember that fight? Everybody was like, oh man, Angel Manfredi got a lot of experience. Angel Manfredi been in here with the top names in boxing. Is Floyd Mayweather Jr. ready for that? And Floyd Mayweather Jr. went in and dissected and dismantled and destroyed Angel Manfredi. And it's the same position that Devin the Dream Haney is in here tonight with Jorge Linares, another guy that's a veteran, a guy that's been in there with the top names, a guy that's pretty much is a guy that shows you that he's one of the top fighters in the lightweight division, a guy that's what you call a litmus test. You know, he's going to test you. He tested Lomachenko. Lomachenko ain't been the same since he fought Jorge Linares. He ain't been the same fighter. He got dropped in that fight, and he took a lot of shots. You seen Lomachenko get hit in that fight more than you ever seen him get hit in totality in his previous fights, in the fight between him and Jorge Linares. So Jorge Linares is what you call a litmus test. He's going to test you. We're going to find out exactly how good is Devin the Dream Haney. But I believe Devin the Dream Haney is going to pass this test with flying colors. I heard Eddie Hearn say that this is a 50-50 fight. I don't think this is a 50-50 fight. I can see maybe 60-40, 65-35 in Devin the Dream Haney favor. This is not a 50-50 fight, but I understand he's trying to sell the fight. He's trying to get people to think that Jorge Linares is really a real threat to Devin the Dream Haney, which he is, based on his experience, and he got power in both hands. Don't get me wrong, but he don't have the hand speed. He can box, but he can't outbox Devin the Dream Haney. Devin the Dream Haney is a much better boxer. Only thing you can say that is in favor of Jorge Linares is his experience and his power. Outside of the skill and technicality of each fighter, it's Devin the Dream Haney all day long, 25 hours, 8 days a week. He's the better in that category, no doubt about it. He's the longer fighter, he's the younger fighter, he's the fresher fighter. And the bottom line is the jab is going to be the key. He's got the jab, and keep that jab in Jorge Linares' face. Make him reset, and when Jorge Linares tries to slip the jab and get inside, you got to make him pay with the straight right hand. You got to go to the body so you can take his legs away, take his steam away, and pretty much take his power away toward the middle to late part of this fight. If he can do that, then it should be a clinic put on by Devin the Dream Haney. But what he got to do is he got to start sitting down doing his punches. He got to start hitting Jorge Linares in the second half of this fight. Once he's broke him down to the body with those jabs to the body, in the second half of the fight, he's got to put his foot on the gas and smash the gas on Jorge Linares and really start to walk him down, hit him with hard shots, with the uppercut, and hit him with straight right hands, looping right hands, and he's got to go for the kill, go for the broke. He don't need a knockout. And I'm not saying he got to knock him out, but he's got to put on a devastating performance. He's got to beat him in the decisive fashion, and he got to try to stop Jorge Linares. Jorge Linares is a guy that in the past shown that his face do not hold up. He gets cut easy. Look at the Antonio DeMarco fight. He got cut up and busted up in that fight, and that fight ultimately got stopped, and Antonio DeMarco was able to walk away with the win in that fight. That's what Devin the Dream Haney has got to look to do. He's got to put some punishment on Jorge Linares and get a stoppage and stake his claim as one of the best in the lightweight division and set the stage for a unification fight with the WBA, WBO, IBF lightweight champion Teofimo Lopez. Hit the like button if you like the content of this video and subscribe to JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. And I'll holler.